What's up, YouTubers? This is Sonic Ranger and I'm back with another video review of Epic Proportions, and today we are finally going back to JAKKS Pacific's line of World Nintendo action figures with the brand new just released 4-inch scale line under the Series 2-2 with the rarest figure of the bunch, Princess Zelda. But before we get to the action figure at hand, let's move her away for a moment. And as partake of every single video review when I can, here is the packaging for the figure. And you will notice that something smells rotten because this is Toon Link. This is not Wind Waker Zelda. This is Ocarina of Time Zelda. Why is Toon Link on the packaging? And for that, why is the Wind Waker logo on the packaging? What does that say right there? See, I'm not making this up. Somebody is slacking in the production line for the packaging at JAKKS Pacific. There's no excuse for this. There just isn't. Because with the release of the Ocarina of Time Link figure, which was a couple of ways back, he did actually have an Ocarina of Time Link on the packaging and the Ocarina of Time logo on the packaging. So, what? There's no excuse. No excuse. Don't do it again. Anyway, onto the back of the packaging, because this is where all the details pretty much at. As you can see, we are taking a good look at the prototype figure of Princess Zelda, which does not look as good as the final release figure, and that is a blessing. Also, beknownst to you, there is also some points of articulation being shown off here. But if you really want to know how much articulation this figure's got, well, just go by this. 8 points of articulation, and the scale for the figure is 4.25 inches. So, yeah. The only accessory she comes with, which is already given away here, is the ocarina itself. So much for that fun. Anyway, down here below is the other figures available in this line, which I will be reviewing all 5, starting off with Zelda, but there's also Cat Mario, Slippy Toad, Red Toad, and Skull Kid. Yeah. That's going to do it for the packaging. Let's bring back in Zelda. Lower the camera so the camera will focus completely on Zelda and nothing else. And from what you're seeing, she does look pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I do have some gripes about this figure, but at the price point of $8, there's not really much that I can complain about, given the fact of the styling of this figure and what she is based off of. It clearly makes sense for the budget. So, having said that, I'm going to go ahead and show you the one gripe I really got against this figure, and that's basically got to do with the lower portion of this figure, which is nothing more than a brick. That's right, because of the sculpting of the dress, JAKKS Pacific didn't feel the need to actually put any legs down here or any articulation whatsoever, which, you know, for the price point, I can let it slide. At least, unlike Peach, she can stand perfectly. Peach has a tendency to lean forward or lean back because the legs kind of get in the way of the balancing of the figure, and you know what? It's a story and a review for another time. I'm not going to go through it now because this is her moment to shine in the spotlight of the reviewing station, and for the spotlight, she does look pretty dang good. Really good. The character model is basically there from the N64 game, but having said that, I don't recall her hair being this color. I always thought it was like really yellow. But whatever, I could be wrong. I might have to go back and look at the game. Maybe they changed it with the Ocarina of Time HD version. But yeah, anyway, that said, not much else to really go about here. I'm just showing you the overall appearance of this figure and all the paint that's going on here, which is pretty good. Crisp and clean work, minus this down here, something I could fix on my own time. But having said that, all this going on right here is actually printed on. There is no in-raised detail whatsoever, so unfortunately if I was to take like a magic eraser and wipe all this off, it would be pretty smooth and there'd be nothing underneath it, so I'm not going to do that. Yeah. Still though, nonetheless, pretty cool figure for the line, minus the fact that she's a brick at the lower portion. But that said, here's the articulation on the actual figure. She has a swivel head. You can't really expect much because it is hindered thanks to the hair sculpt, but what are you going to do? She has universal shoulders to allow a hinge joint for up and down movement. She can get her arms to raise up just a little bit and raise back just a little bit as well. It is hindered thanks to the shoulder bit, and again, what are you going to do? Upper elbow rotation to allow a good 360 if you so choose. She also has a hinge joint to allow a single joint of 90 degrees bending at the elbow. She has hand rotation. She also has a hinge there at the hand to allow some inward and outward movement. And the last point of articulation is at the waist. And that's it. You're not getting anything else out of this figure, and that's not to say it's a bad thing. Like I said, for $8, you really can't expect much. What is this? Figma? SH Figure Arts? I don't think so. Anyway, let's bring in her accessory, the ocarina. And unlike the prototype that was shown off on the packaging, the Triforce symbols are not painted at all. Would it have killed JAKKS Pacific to just paint a little bit of this with yellow here just to break up this all blue? I mean, wow, that's just, yeah, something I could fix on my own. But, you know, I really got a question. Why should I have to do it? Why? Anyway, she can actually hold the ocarina, which is quite amazing because not many of these JAKKS Pacific World Nintendo figures can actually hold their accessories they come with. But yeah, if you put her thumb through the hole of the ocarina, she'll hold it pretty good. She can kind of get it up to her mouth if you play around with it. It may take a little time, but she will actually play it. And it does kind of look like she's tossing a football. Hey Link, go long. Huh. So, yeah, not much else really to talk about with the figure. So let's do some side-by-side comparisons. And I'm going to show you Skyward Sword Link compared to her. And yes, the scale is totally off, but hey, this was JAKKS Pacific's first attempt at a Link figure of this line, so it's to be expected. And they did fix it with Ocarina of Time Link with Ocarina Zelda. So yeah, perfect scale between these two. Fantastic job there, JAKKS. And just because since I've shown off the other Link figure, I might as well show off some more Legends of Zelda figures. So here's Wind Waker, Ganondorf, compared to the two. And I guess the scale's okay between these, but I'd really like to see in the future an Ocarina of Time Ganondorf, or better yet, a Twilight Princess Ganondorf, because that design was just epic. Can't say any more than that. But that's really going to do it for this video review. Can I recommend Zelda? Yes, I can. If you have any questions or comments, you know what to do. Leave it down below in the comment section of this video. If you like the video review, hit the thumbs up button. And if you haven't already, why not hit that subscribe button for more video reviews just like the one you're viewing today from the reviewing station. This is Sonic Ranger signing off. Thanks for watching, and I will see you whenever you see me.